disgruntledduck.com.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. Another review video today, and again we're still on cars. Now I'm doing these car projects at the minute just to improve my skill sets. I'm not the biggest fan of cars. I'd much rather be building a tank, to be fair, but this guy was 12 quid, so I couldn't say no to that one. Awesome colour as well. That yeah, that definitely sealed the deal. I thought that looks really cool. Right, let's have a look. So instructions to begin with. Tamiya. You should have built a Tamiya kit if you are a model builder. It's definitely a starting point. So £12 kit. What you do get, what you don't get. Don't expect a full engine. It's basically just the body shell and a teeny bit of the undercarriage. I've got a suspension. Most of the parts are pre-molded onto the underneath, which is it's not a bad thing. It just means either a lot of masking or a lot of hand painting, so you know, it is what it is. We've got our tyres. With Tamiya, expect rubber tyres, poly caps to fit them on. Our inside is fairly detailed. From the looks of it, we can go with a right or left hand drive. Now the main work is going to come on basically from the windows and the external, mainly the body colour. So you can see on the side of the box they've given you some of the official colours, as well as this guy here, but you cannot buy these colours directly from Tamiya. If you do want to find them, I haven't checked myself, but I would say probably look at Zero Paints if anyone's going to have these colours in stock, because they paint match anyway, so yeah, that'd be the way to go. However, if you do want to recreate the official colours, they've given you instructions. They've given you instructions here of the different mixes of colours, i.e. the main colour and then the side colour. The main colour here and then the side colour down the side. If you can see that on those guys a bit better, but you are going to have to be competent at mixing. What I would do is get a little glass bottle, such as one of these guys, airbrush bottles. Mix a fair bit of paint up. In case you make mistakes, you need to respray anything, because yeah, you ain't going to be able to mix this twice to exactly the same consistency. This is why. So basically, for this green colour we have 2 parts X11, 2 parts X23, 1 part X24, 1 part X25. So that's quite a little combination. For the cranberry reds we have 1 part X7, 2 parts X19, 4 parts X27 and 1 part X64. So I think for me, because there's no chance I'm doing that, I don't even have all those colours to be fair, I've got a nice metallic blue, so I think I'm going to give it a metallic blue, and then maybe some maybe a dark metallic grey for this lower part, but you know, we'll see what happens. But let's look at the actual kit. So first off, the body. Well, there you go. That's actually quite a sexy little car, isn't it, to be fair. You know, the back looks nice, front looks good, all in all. There's a couple little blemishes there, that you can see by the naked eye, but I'd want to put a little bit of primer on there, and yeah, then have a look, because I can't really feel too much that's off. But yeah, once we've got a little bit of primer on there, we'll know exactly how that looks. So that's the shell. One thing, there are no chrome parts in here, which is unusual, but then it is quite a low budget kit, but that's not a problem. We've got our wheels, our parcel shelf, we've got a little spoiler there. There are wing mirrors, and yeah, they're going to be our inserts for our wing mirrors. As you can see, they're not chrome, so you're going to have to use a little bit of chrome, a little bit of varnish, but it'll be nice and shiny when you're finished. Clear parts. There's quite a bit of clear on here. It's a 1 part window. I can see a little blemish there and there. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. we'll have to have a look at a reference shot and otherwise buff that out. It's got the lines for the heated rear window, so that's nice. Reversing lights, front lights, and on this car you've got a clear glass part all along the front, so that's going to look really cool. But the main thing is we've got like a nice little bits of ultra glue from MIG, or we've got a glue and glaze we can use to stop that fogging up, to set that in nicely. So yeah, that's alright. Onto the main part, the chassis. As you can see, it's very detailed for a very cheap kit. A couple of nice sports seats there. They're not massively detailed, they need a little bit of work on. But yeah, we'll paint that in by hand probably. We've got a suspension. Yeah, I think these are side panels for the inside. I could be wrong. So then we've got the inside. So let me give you a close up of that guy. It's not too bad. I don't think that's a great bit of detail on there though. So we've got the internal bucket. That's all our insides. We've got our left and right hand drive, which is pretty cool. Our brake discs, our little steering wheel stalk. 2 sets of windscreen wipers, depending on the effort, if you're going to be having this a left or right hand drive. Exhaust, suspension, number plate, steering wheel. So yeah, it's a pretty nice, pretty concise little model. It's nice the fact that they have given you the option of a left and a right hand drive. That's really quite cool. And finally, well, nearly finally, polycaps, some rubber tyres as you expect, and a very small set of decals in this set. We've got some, we've got basically the dashboard, we've got some number plates there, the logo, and some little go faster stripes, I'm guessing go down the sides. Well, actually it's probably the metal trim that goes down the side of the door. But yeah, that's nice. That's a gorgeous little set. I paid about £12 for it. I think probably up to about £15. I wouldn't have had a problem paying for this guy. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. That's been helpful for this little video. Come back and join me. Don't forget to subscribe. Come back and join me because I'm going to be building this up. I'm starting to video my builds as I'm going along now, for good or ill, to be honest. Some of them aren't going brilliantly, specifically the Titanic, so yeah, check that one out later because that's a freaking pain in the arse, but I'm getting there with it. But yeah, I'll be filming this guy up, and hopefully we'll have a nice pimped out metallic blue Nissan Silvia when we're finished. So until next time, thanks for joining me and happy modelling.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment.